Back into Dragon Age. Tab out. Alright. Unless it crashes this time. Alright, let me get up and close the door. Okay, you there?
I'm here.
Okay, we had one quest that we need to go do, right?
Yes. Allison.
Okay. Where am I?
You are on the Imperial Highway. Highway.
Okay, I need
Go
to
forward
go
and then left.
forward, down. Oh, I do have those controls enabled.
What controls?
My stick.
Ah.
Completely forgot that I had all this.
The girl with the quest marker above her head.
Let's go talk to her.
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps?
Yes, I'm quite familiar with traps and the like.
I would happily pay you to make some. There's wood and nails and other goods around the village and the forest. But
Yes, there are.
you probably already know that. Sorry. Come back if
I
you
forget,
make
did
some.
we do Barlam's quest?
What's his quest?
The poison making. I forget, did we do that?
Yeah, pretty sure we did, because I can do poison making.
Okay.
Alright.
You got a quest, yeah?
Yeah, I got a quest. Traps
No,
are
open up
girls.
trap making.
Trap
left click.
making.
Make 3.
3
Or
spring.
4, just yeah. Spring traps.
Okay. 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Now close out and talk to her again.
Did you make any traps?
I have traps for you.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you, stranger.
Oh yeah, something I found out about the mini quests in this town.
Yeah.
If you fail to pickpocket someone, mini quests will not show up. You are not allowed to do them.
Well, I'll be.
Because they don't trust you anymore, because you failed to pickpocket someone.
Ah. Okay, so I just need to save and then leave now, right?
Yep. Next stop, Denerim.
Save. Lothering. Head back out of town. I probably should have asked her what she needed them for. I mean, I can think of all sorts of legitimate uses. I just
They're just
probably
for her
should have
land.
asked.
She's a farmer.
Oh, okay. Well, like I said, I probably should have asked. I hate it when I get in the mode of, you know, okay, this quest says, you know, she clearly wants me to make traps, so I will make traps. And, you know, that's all I worry about. You know, I don't actually pay attention to why or roleplay in any way.
Yeah.
Okay, where's Denerim? Is that it? Way
Yes.
up here on the right. Brazilian outskirts. Oh, that's the elf, one of the elf areas, right?
That's the elf area.
Okay, why is this map button down here flashing?
I have no idea.
Okay.
It's okay, just switch back to the wide world map.
Oh, okay. Help.
I'm scared and confused.
Okay, Denerim? I cannot
Yes.
travel at this time.
Oh, you're kidding.
I've got a flashing map, and if I click on it, I get a blank page. So I can
Click it again, exit out,
exit.
back up. Now run at the invisible force again.
Do you think it's just because I screwed something up?
Yeah.
Denerim. Okay, I'm now leaving a blood trail to Denerim.
Yep. Oh, you just got attacked.
Yes, I noticed.
Oh, freaking.
It's old Tegrin. Haven't I been here?
Yes, he shows up a lot.
You have coins,
He is
stranger?
so annoying on the
Doors are
road.
closed off. Old Tegrin can give you a discount.
He doesn't
Fine
have
weapon and
anything
arms,
new,
dwarven
so
made.
if you want, just exit conversation or buy stuff, whatever you want to do.
Farewell.
Now continue on your way.
Continue to Denerim. Dragon's Peak.
I was sad because before I played Origins, I thought that that was going to be part of the game. Like, that was where you
Right.
fought the Archdemon.
Yeah, you
but
would
it's
think.
not. You never get to go there. Very sad.
Okay. Now, Denerim, that's technically where I started the game, right?
Technically.
But this is like on the other side of the wall.
Yeah, the alienage is a very small portion of Denerim. Right now you're in the lower market.
Okay, I can't even remember what all I'm doing here.
A lot of quests. Basically just wander around the market area for now.
I can't remember. How do I turn on walking and running? I can't remember.
I don't know what controls you have it set to.
Is it slash? It was.
Yay! I usually set my walk toggle to caps lock.
I've got it on my keypad too. What's that?
Oh yeah, there's a chanter's board here. So you can get those quests. There's also Sergeant Kylon here. He has some quests for you.
I thought the alienage was, you know, the ruined, worn out area of Denerim, but apparently the whole town is just a big dump, isn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, this is all just slum.
To be fair, this is the
wondering, Morgan,
lower portion of
do you
town.
believe in
Not
Mother?
exactly well known.
Certainly not. I've
Or-
no primitive fear of the moon, such that I must place my faith in tales so that I may sleep at night.
Oh hey,
This can't
Panther.
all be an accident. Spirits, magic, all these wondrous things around us, both dark and light. You know these things exist.
The fact of their existence does not presuppose an intelligent design by some absentee father figure.
So it is all random then. A happy coincidence that we are all here.
Attempting to impose order over chaos is futile. Nature is, by its very nature, chaotic.
I don't believe that. I believe we have a purpose. All of us.
Yours, apparently.
That's very
being to
nice,
follow me.
Liliana.
Okay, got a named person over here.
Can't do anything with her. Wait, what's the name?
Sarah.
Yeah, I can't do anything with her yet. Wait, unless you can. What
That-
Blackstone quest do you have right now?
I don't know.
Open up your quest thing and
Am I
look.
gonna ruin something if I talk to her?
No, you just can't do anything with her, and why waste time?
Because I'm trying to play this naturally. I've got scraping the barrel,
And
which is...
dereliction of duty.
Okay, I need to find Veril Bairn in the alienage, which I can't get to, right?
No, you can't get to it until much later
I
in the
have
game.
dereliction of duty, where I need to find deserters and deal with them as I see fit, mainly
Kill them.
by collecting their bundles of guild supplies and returning them to Lothering. And we're looking for Layson in Denerim.
Yeah, he's in one of the alleys, I think. You'll get to him later.
Okay, you are
do
absolutely
anything with
right.
Sarah.
You actually cannot do anything with her. She says hi. Oh, is that a chanter?
She doesn't know it yet, but she's actually a widow, so... Poor Sarah.
So is that supposed to be a spoiler?
To bring ham.
What?
The Maker does not bread sinners. Oh, would you stop correcting me? I know the chant like the back of my hand.
Oh, sorry, the screen glitched for a moment.
Oh, whoops.
Well, not glitched, but it froze, so...
Is it
Who has
working again now?
Shaken
Yeah.
by the darkness of the
I've never
world
actually
and
spoken to either of those
boasts
chanters.
not, nor gloats over the misfortunes of the weak, but takes delight in the Maker's lore and creations.
Boasts. It's boasts, sister, not roasts.
She shall know the peace of the Maker's benediction.
Peace.
The light shall lead her safely through the paths of this world and into the next.
Peace, sister, peace. She shall know the peace of the Maker's benediction.
The veil
I like
holds
that, sister.
no uncertainty for her.
Veil.
And she will know no fear of death, for the Maker shall be her beacon,
Beacon.
and her shield, her foundation and
Is she
her...
maybe
There's no
hungry?
veal in the chant. You're doing this on
She's
purpose,
the
aren't you?
food-obsessed sister. That's her name.
I liked her version of the chant better.
I wonder why nobody
much
ever
better.
taught me her version of the chant when I was a Templar.
Oh, hello, dear. Can we help you?
What she means is, in Andraste's name, be welcome.
Stop correcting me. What would Andraste do? That's what you should be concerned with, I say. Andraste was no fuss budget.
These people are very poor chanters, and I like them for it. What are you doing?
For the good people of Denerim who've lost loved ones at Ostegar. It's usual to recite a stanza from Transfigurations when you pray for the departed.
It's usual to recite the stanza correctly.
But that's what I said.
Well, I don't know the chant. I very sincerely doubt it has anything about bacon in it, but I wouldn't know. Can you tell me about
Tell
the
you
chant?
about the chant? What? As if it's a cake you might buy?
Look, it's not as though
Well,
elven
it's
kids
done
are
enough.
privileged,
Can you put
okay?
too much nutmeg for
Leave
my
her alone.
Sister, instructing the ignorant is a sacred duty of the chantry.
Fine, then. What do you want to know?
All. Including the Canticle of Shannen, please.
What was that verse you were
The
reciting?
10th stanza from the Transfigurations. Lovely canticle, that one. Oh, you should have heard Brother Caedmon sing it, though.
You sang it
He
well?
had a voice like a bucket full of toads. Revered Mother Boanne, bless her heart, always said, if we had more voices like his, the Maker couldn't fail to take note of us. It was tragic, really.
Oh,
Such a
whoops.
surprise.
I
don't
thought we
speak
were
of
having
that.
fun. He
He
died?
was in charge of the
What?
Denerim storehouse. It
Ah, he went
good
mad.
for him, you see. He
Oh,
took
whoops.
off all his clothes in the middle of the chant one summer day and ran into the street.
Oh,
He
well,
tripped
you know,
and
some
fell
priests
into
do
the
that
vat
anyway.
of elderberry wine for the feast and drowned. We were 6 days drying him out for his cremation. He looked like a pickled egg. So tragic.
He looked like a pickled egg. I can't believe you never talked to these two. They're hilarious.
I never actually bothered to talk to a lot of people.
What does the
Oh,
chant
there
say
are some
about
very
Darkspawn?
stirring canticles about doom.
There are many versions, blah blah
Darkspawn
blah.
were created by mankind seconds in. Pride. Arrogance became a great caged beast.
I
in
am
the
the
lands of
believing what
Devinter,
Andraste
an
said.
emptiness that
I mean, there's
consumed
evidence
all
pointing
and could
towards
never
it,
be
but...
filled. To satisfy its hunger,
By the way,
the
I
mage
adjusted
lords
the TV
assaulted
screen
the
a bit
Golden City, heart of all
when I
Really?
installed this new
to take the Maker's
Steam
power
link.
for themselves.
Can you
Why
see at
doesn't
the
no
edges
one
of
ever
the
sing
screen
the
any
good
better now?
stanzas during chantry services? And
Yeah?
Okay.
they speak them. It's called the chant.
Everything looks very
Lied,
nice.
not the speech of light.
Sister, would you kindly stop messing up the chant?
See how you like being interrupted.
Well, you get the general idea, I'm sure.
So, does the chant
Yes
mention elves?
and no, dear.
The official version of the chant does not speak of the elves. Some of the dissonant verses, however, do mention the disciple Shannen.
But time was great, dude.
What are the
The chant has
dissonant
changed over
voices?
time. Some of the verses that were sung in the past were taken out. The canticles of Shannen were stricken from the chant in the Glory Age. They are no longer sung, though scholars
Huh.
still sometimes read them.
Sounds a lot like Islam, actually. Well, I mean, not direct. That's. I don't mean that as a really negative thing. It's just,
Parallels.
yeah, that's Islam as. If I said it from most Muslims' point of view, it would be over the ages, not necessarily any time recently. Most of this is, going back. The most recent would be several hundred years. As, new understandings were revealed to whoever was leading Islam during certain periods, they would abrogate older verses, sometimes significant, frequently very minor things, and update it with new understanding. Now, of course, from a non-believer's point of view, it's more, oh yeah, well, as times changed, they changed things to reflect current culture, or they changed things to reflect, what the current leaders wanted and stuff like that. Now, of course, a lot of people say the same thing about Christianity, but that has a lot more to do with church dogma, not the actual Bible. A lot of people, it's been very fashionable the past about 80 years to try to come up with different stories about how, things that used to be accepted as part of the Bible or Holy Scripture and got hidden by the church, and it's not actually true. The current scripture of the church has basically been in place with very few changes and no additions and subtractions, except for some major, well, not major, some minor controversy over Revelation.
Question, Dad.
Yeah.
Why do we have to drag actual religion into this?
Oh, it was just something that I noted. I'll drop it. Who was Shartan?
Fair
He was
enough.
a Elven disciple of the Prophet. A former slave like Andraste herself. He rallied his people against the Imperium. He was given to the flames alongside Our Lady.
Ah. That would have been an interesting thing to know earlier in the game when I was hearing some of these stories. Because, I was under the impression that it was just Andraste.
Nope.
Divine Renata had the verses removed.
I don't think even Andraste could have raised an army that big on her own.
Of course. The official chant of light is written in Tevinter, but it is translated into the languages of the believers. Some ideas are lost in the process of translation, and words take on unintended meanings. There's a dreadful pun in the Orlesian version in the Canticle of Threnodies, and languages are always changing. The chant must adapt if it is to be understood by the people hearing it.
It is almost mealtime, isn't
I
it?
knew she was hungry.
Blessings of the Maker and of Andraste, his bride, upon you.
Well, made Alistair happy, and it didn't tick anyone off.
Wait, that... Alistair gave approval?
Yeah, +2.
Hello.
And no negatives from Morgan.
Amazing.
Can't go in there.
Chanter's board.
Okay, now that's a real chanter, so I'm willing to bet that I can't actually talk to her.
The deep
Correct.
dark before dawn's first light seems eternal. But no.
Of course,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Templars
Wow.
Chantry.
Wow.
Yeah, go ahead. Don't accept Skin Deep. Or you know what? Go ahead and accept it.
Okay, hang on. Back alley justice. Eliminate the criminals preying on innocent folk in Denerim's back alleys. In these dark times, we must work together against the common threat. Sergeant Kylon has brought disturbing news that should... I'm going to end up calling him Chiron. I know it. Has brought disturbing news that should anger all righteous people. In our own alleyways, footpads, muggers, and miscreants lie in wait to profit from the chaos of our times. They infect us like a plague. A reward is available for any information on these lowlives. Sergeant Chiron has also offered a heavy purse for any brave souls that can best these brigands and make Denerim a safe place once again. This humble chanter has added to the reward as well. May the Maker bless all who heed this call.
This can be done within this visit to Denerim.
Missing in action.
Can be done much later in the game.
Recently, our hearts were lifted when many survivors of the Battle of Ostegar returned to us. Maker bless these men and women and have mercy on those who fell defending our children from the Blight. Sadly, one of these heroes has gone missing. Rexel served in Terran Logain's vanguard with distinction. Upon his return, his wife said he was prone to quiet reflection and frequented the local taverns. One afternoon, he left his home and never returned. This chanter was moved by the family's grief and is offering a pouch of coin for anyone who finds this hero. The chant says, "In saving one man, you save us all, for if each of us lends a hand to aid his neighbor, anything is possible, especially now." 2. Fazl's request. Master Fazl of the esteemed Guild of Free Sailors has informed this chanter that while about guild business, he was waylaid by bandits via guile and other chicanery. He lost many valuables, but in particular an antique sextant was removed forcibly from his person. The sextant is of considerable symbolic value as it belonged to the first guildmaster of the Free Sailors. Master Fazl described his assailants as masked, of foreign descent, perhaps Tevinter or Free Marches, and unusually coordinated and crafty. He has placed a hefty sum of coin with this chanter for the return of his sextant.
It's found much later in the game. By the way, what is a sextant?
Sextant. It's something with kind of a combination of a protractor and a compass that's used to measure your location in relation to primarily stars. It can be used to justify. It can be used to measure how fast you're traveling and how far you've gone over long periods of time, usually at a minimum of a day. They were widely used in ship navigation to measure your location, how far you had traveled from your starting point.
Okay.
Logain's push.
That can be done as soon as you leave Denerim.
Brothers and sisters, word has arrived of an imminent conflict. Terran Logain's honored forces continue to root out threats to our nation, and their actions deserve support from the common people. While it is unusual to post troop movements to the public board, I believe it is necessary for brethren near the affected area to respect the honored Terran by aiding his troops. Provide whatever comfort you feel they deserve, and Ferelden will be the stronger for it. Treat these brave soldiers as you would treat Logain himself, and the spiritual rewards will be generous. Desperate Haven. Sister Reyna has heard reports of an imminent tragedy. A runner has brought me dire news of a group of refugees fleeing the Darkspawn. They have been cornered in unfamiliar ground, fighting for their lives. The Templars are necessarily occupied, and my own means are few and stretched. If someone of skill has the ability to deliver these people, I can only offer the honest gratitude of myself and the Chantry. Hopefully that will be enough for the rare person we need.
Yeah, that can be done as soon as you leave Denerim. And go ahead and get skin deep.
Skin deep. A runner sends this request from Knight Commander Thames. While the reports I have heard no doubt suffer from exaggeration, the observed creatures assaulting Redcliffe trouble me greatly. If we are to properly combat these unnatural agents and prevent their reoccurrence, the mages bound to my service will require carefully prepared samples of flesh for study. Thereafter, should a deployment occur, we will all be well briefed. If there are skilled warriors present, I would have them gather samples from any remaining creatures as close to the presumed source as possible. The Chantry will reward this basic assistance with spiritual acknowledgement. If the request is exceeded, gold will be added, but the offer is limited. Done.
You have to get 18 of them. I mean, you don't have to, but you do if you want money.
Okay. Alright, this
Templars
is...
can't do anything for you, neither can the sister over there.
Okay. We'll head out of here then. I'm sure we'll have to come back to that later.
Yeah.
Knight Commander Tavish over... Uh-oh.
Don't worry, this is fine.
I suppose he's just going off to do some shopping. He found a
Cute little
friend.
puppy.
Puppy? It's bigger than you are.
He's adorable. All dog or puppy.
If he comes with us, he's going to have to fight Darkspawn. I know he's too young, that's my point. Well, that was very odd. Look, where the heck am I?
Just outside of the the chantry.
It
yard,
teleported me about 15 yards. Okay, so that was just a little encounter, huh?
Yep.
Ha. Okay, there's a Mages Collective liaison over there.
Yeah, go ahead and talk to him.
Okay, we'll finish out this way. Oh, there's a chest over there. Books, chest. Hi,
what?
who are you?
You can't actually talk to him.
Exactly who I
Oh,
was
no,
hoping
you
to
can.
meet. I represent a collective of mages interested in going about their lives without the constant scrutiny of the chantry.
Oh, I happen to know another one of those.
Yeah, but
Tell me
Morgan
more.
doesn't participate in the
Self-policing
collective,
guild
does
of
she?
mages who simply want to be left alone. We mean no offense to the chantry, but we would rather live on our own terms.
Yeah, I get
Next
it.
to me, and in every major settlement, you will find an inconspicuous sack containing requests from mages all over the land who need the assistance of someone skillful and discreet.
Ooh, powerful allies.
And this is why Denerim is best hub for quests.
Yeah.
It has Blackstone Irregulars,
Thank you, my
Chanter's
friend.
Board,
We have agents in
and
every major
the
settlement to
Mages
reward you for
Collective,
work done on behalf of the
so-
collective. Make us smile upon you.
Mage's Collective Bag. Blood of Warning. While they tend to be careful and judicious in their use of force, the Templars do indeed make mistakes. I understand that several relatives of our friends among the collective will soon become targets of the Chantry, and while I trust that this will not lead to lasting harm for those innocents, I wish to ensure that those targeted are fairly warned and evacuated before the Chantry can send its message. I ask that a noble soul take the bundle of vials attached to this missive and find the 4 homes the Chantry is likely to target in Denerim. Mark the front door of each home with the goat's blood from the vials. Those relatives will understand the message and evacuate before the Chantry can threaten them.
They're spread all throughout Denerim, not just the Market District.
Have you seen me? The collective is saddened at the absence of the great mage Reynold. Our friend has not been seen in quite some time, and our gatherings are the lesser for the loss of his tales of ribald exploits and the aroma of his delicious twice-baked meat pies. Reynold was last seen traveling in the direction of the Brazilian forest. Oh, how he did so love the outdoors. Anyone who returns with evidence of the whereabouts of the beloved mage Reynold will be rewarded.
He's a random encounter.
The Scrolls of Bannister. In times such as these, one must suspect even his neighbor of the darkest dealings, lest they cast a shadow upon those who labor under the light. Jubasto, have heard tell of a cabal of Maleficarum performing rituals in the dark near my sanctum, and I certainly wish to see them brought to justice for their dark deeds. I hesitate, however, to accuse them of foul sorcery without a full understanding of the trappings, ritual, and appearance the dark magic requires. The writings of the hated Maleficarum Bannister should be suitable. Should a courier be available to procure me copies of the Scrolls of Bannister, I would be appropriately grateful.
They're spread all throughout the world.
Oh,
So
good.
that's why you keep the tab button on.